Good morning, dear class 10 students. Dear students, let us continue the civics first chapter, and today we will discuss about the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, so he is the guide we would call, and he is the head officer of the Lok Sabha. Under his guidance, under his leadership, the meeting of the House or the session of the House takes place. He occupies a position of great authority, so being a speaker, his position is very high, and with the great authority, with the great power, and with the many responsibilities. He has a wide power to maintain discipline in the house, and he has a very big power to maintain discipline in the house. In the table of precedence, he ranks higher than all cabinet ministers. So his position in the Lok Sabha is much bigger than the cabinet ministers who are present there in the house. So he is almost equal to the position of prime minister himself. With respect to the discharge of his power and function, the speaker is not answerable to anyone except the house. So he is one of the high rank person, so that's why no any political party, no any court and order can question him about his functions, about his working. So except the house members, no one has the right to question about his, we call the responsibilities, and how he is doing, what type of work he is doing, that nobody can ask him. Now, election. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected from among its own members soon after the newly elected House meets for the first time. So after the Lok Sabha election, immediately the House, the Parliament members, they come together to the Parliament, and there in the Lok Sabha, just after the Lok Sabha election, among the Lok Sabha members only, one person or one of the member from the group is elected as a speaker. When the house is dissolved, the speaker does not vacate his office, and whenever the house meeting is cancelled, at the time he also has to not be removed. He still remains in the same position even though the house meeting is no more. He remains in office till a new speaker is elected by the new Lok Sabha in its first meeting. So he remains in the position being a speaker till a new speaker is not elected. The speaker is elected from a term of 5 years. So this is the tenure, or we'd call this is the working year. That means he has to work for 5 years being a speaker. He can seek re-election any number of times, and he can also seek to be re-elected, or he can also contest for the re-election if he is elected as a member of the Lok Sabha. The speaker may resign from his post on health or on other ground by submitting a letter of resignation to the deputy speaker. So the speaker may vacate the position, or we'd call the seat, or resign the post by writing a letter to the deputy speaker, who is the assistant of speaker. So basically the speaker writes resignation letters on the basis of his health condition, and basically he resigns from his job because of the health problems. The speaker can also be removed by the Lok Sabha if the majority of the members pass a resolution to this effect. Another reason is that the speaker also can be removed by the Lok Sabha members if the majority members are not happy with the, we would call the working system of the speaker. Now, deputy speaker. The Constitution provides for the office of the deputy speaker, who performs the duties of the speaker when the latter is absent or while the office of the speaker is vacant. So, deputy speaker also is appointed according to the provision or according to the rule of the Constitution, and the duty of the deputy speaker is when the speaker is absent, maybe because of some reason, and he is not able to come to the Lok Sabha meeting, then deputy speaker is there who conducts the meeting. The deputy speaker is elected or is removed from the office in the same way as a speaker. So deputy speaker is also removed as the same way as the speaker is removed. Now let us talk about the role and functions of the speaker, so that these all points we will discuss in the next video. Now let us begin then the role and functions of the speaker. The role and functions of the speaker may be categorized under the following heads. First, let us start with the business of the house. Number 1, the speaker presides or leads over the meeting of the house. So under the guidance of speaker, the meeting is conducted. All speeches and remarks are addressed to the speaker. So the Lok Sabha members, whatever speeches or the remarks they want to give, that they give with the addressing to the speaker. He allots time for the discussions. He distributes or he decides the time for the discussion and so on. The speaker interprets or interfere the rules of the procedure of the house. His decision in all parliamentary matter is final. So in the Lok Sabha, whatever he gives the final decisions, that has to be accepted by every individual Lok Sabha members. Number 3, all bills passed by the house are signed by him before they are sent to Rajya Sabha. So all bills or the, we call the new laws and orders, whenever they are approved by the Lok Sabha members in the majority, after that is approved or passed by the majority group in the Lok Sabha, then the speaker gives signature and then that is sent to the Rajya Sabha for its considerations or to the president for his assent. So after it is approved from the Lok Sabha, that goes to the Rajya Sabha for just checking to the we would call the Rajya Sabha members. So last Rajya Sabha members also, they go through with the approval bills and so on, which has come from the Lok Sabha, and then finally after the approval of both the houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, that particular bill goes to the president for the final, we'd call the signature. Number 4, the speaker decides the admissibility of all questions and resolutions. He decides the admissibility of the nuisance of adjournment. So speaker also has the right to, or we'd call the, decide about the motion of adjournment. Number 5, he puts the issues to vote and announces the result. So whatever things has to be finalized, first of all, that has to be done, that final things has to be done with the voting system. So if any issues come and the Lok Sabha members, some of them, they want that should be, we'd call the, implemented for the nations, and some of the Lok Sabha members, they are not ready to accept that particular law and order, then finally the speaker announces for the voting, and then according to the majority, that particular law is accepted and rejected. The speaker does not vote in the house except when there are equal vote on both sides. So let us see from the ruling party, there are 50 Lok Sabha members have given vote, and from the opposition side, the 50 Lok Sabha members have we'd call the given the vote, and this way we can say the vote is tie, equal. So in this case, the speaker will give the vote in favor or in against. So that depends on him. The treasury benches and the oppositions. So these are the issues, and then it is up to the speaker to give a final decision by giving his vote to a particular issue. Number 6, the speaker decides whatever decides whether a bill is a money bill or not. So speaker only decides the bill which is being discussed or supposed to be discussed in the house is a money bill or a ordinary bill. Now, administrative functions. The speaker receives all petitions and documents in the house. Number 2, he communicates the decisions of the house to the concerned authorities. So he communicates to the certain ministers who are on those particular departments. Like let us say the issue has been discussed from the Department of Home Ministry. Then the speaker will communicate with the Home Minister of the Home Ministry Department. Number 3, he regulates the admission of visitors and press correspondence to the galleries of the house. So he also gives the press conference and also welcomes the visitors to the galleries, to the courtyard of the parliament. So there he gives all the details of the house meeting and the decisions, and also the, we'd call the things which are rejected. So every details he gives or announces to the press in the we'd call the parliament gallery or a courtyard. Now, disciplinary functions. Disciplinary means it is a part of discipline area. Number 1, the speaker maintains order in the house. So speaker is the person whose main duty is to maintain the discipline of the house. When member becomes unruly means uncontrolled, he may order them to withdraw. So he may send him out. When any Lok Sabha member is uncontrolled or maybe is creating any problem in the house, then he may be sent out from the house within a few seconds. He may suspend a member, and also in this case, when the discipline is not maintained in the house, then he may suspend a group of people who are creating problem in the house, or he may suspend a person or a minister in the Lok Sabha who is not allowing to discuss the things smoothly, and he is breaking the law and order of the house. So in that case, that person may be, or that minister may be suspended from the house. If she disregards the authorities of the chair, in case of grave disorder, he can adjourn the house. And when he finds that the house meeting is not properly going on, there's a lot of shout, there's a lot of howling, there is a quarreling type of condition, then the speaker will cancel the meeting of that day, and that will be continued in the next day. Now, number 2, in the case of words used by member are indecent or unparliamentary, the speaker may order that such words be expunged or removed from the proceedings of the house. So, while discussing in the house, if any member is not speaking decently, then in that case, he may also be removed from the house because he is not maintaining the decency in speaking in the house. Now, number 3, the speaker decides whether there is a case for a matter relating to breach of privileges or contempt of house. So, also he decides about that whether the people are, the members are getting the equal privileges to speak or not. So in that case, if any person is just going on speaking and he is not allowing the other persons to speak, then also he will decide to stop that particular person who is continuing speaking, and speaker allows the other persons to speak the issues or matters. And if any person who is as not listening and breaking the law and order of the house, then also he could be given the punishments. Punishments in a sense, he will be suspended for some days from the house. So dear students, today we will discuss up to this point, and then we will continue the discussing this chapter in the next video. Thank you.